Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Empower Half Hour. My name is Stacy Gertz, and a time to play. I am positivity coach. I'm also a certified teacher and a KSAC. This evening, our topic is on the chakras, and I hope that Cailyn will be joining me shortly. So I'd like to start with the idea that, we can't always control what's outside of our body, but we can learn to control what's inside. So as we delve into this chakras 101, we'll just discuss just what chakras are and how they affect us. So Time to Play, Empower Half Hour, is made possible by the Time to Play Foundation, Incorporated, a not-for-profit 501c3 corporation. Our mission and purpose is to enrich the lives of others through our programs, our public awareness, our outreach activities, events and learning opportunities that further the concept of just enjoying life. And we know that, every day we can make each day just a little bit better and to motivate and empower ourselves and each other. So the whole idea is people helping people, and we know that collaboration equals success because we're all in this together. So I think I have Cailyn coming in right now.
Here.
Hi, is that Cailyn?
Hi, yep.
Hi. Okay,
hi, how are you?
Now. Good. This is basically going to be a Chakras 101. I've been excited to learn about the topic a little bit more so that we can share it tonight. It is something that I practice in my life, but I'm by no means an expert. And I'd just like to, begin with the idea, like I said, we can't always control what's on the outside, but we can learn through the study and balance and clearing of chakras to control more of what's inside. And we can do the healing process with chakras through yoga, through meditation, aromatherapies, crystals, even massage. So there's many different ways that we can learn to balance and control the chakras. So what is a chakra? I'm going to share a couple of definitions that just are easy to understand. Chakras are basically like wheels of light. They come from a Sanskrit, which is the universal Indian, it's like the Indian laws and language. So in Sanskrit, chakras means the wheel of light. So to visualize a chakra in the body, just like imagine a swirling wheel of energy where matter and consciousness meet together. It's like it's invisible energy called prana, which is the vital life force, which keeps us vibrant, healthy, and alive. So the importance of the main chakras in the body relates to 7 main chakras. And starting with the crown chakra, which is at the top of the head, we relate to understanding, enlightenment. And the color for the crown chakra is violet. So the next chakra, which is the third eye, which is right between the two eyes, relates to our intuition, our psychic sense, like what we see in others, intuition. And the color for the third eye chakra is indigo. And then we move down to our throat chakra, which means it relates to I speak. It also reflects the throat, creativity, healing, and communication. And moving on down to the heart chakra, which is the color green. And I don't know if I said the throat chakra is blue. So moving down to the heart chakra, which is the color green, we experience a lot of love, hope, compassion. And then moving down a little bit further is the solar complex, which is just above the navel. And the color is yellow. And it relates to our energy, our vitality, our desire, our power. And then moving further down is our sacral chakra. That relates to sexuality, intimacy, emotions. And then the root chakra is security, grounding, and survival and instinct. And that's red. And I don't know if I think I forgot to mention the color for the sacral chakra, which is our sexuality, is orange. So my personal experience with the chakras, and I also want to encourage everyone to call in and join the conversation. You can call in and just listen, or you're welcome to share in the conversation. Our call-in number is 646-200-0848. And I also, before we get started, just want to recognize two of our local sponsors here. The Isatauket Hot Bikram Yoga, where I practice my Hot Bikram about 3 to 5 times a week. It's located on 25A in Nichols Road. And also here in Port Jefferson, the Lemon Leaf Grill at 208 Route 112, and that's in Port Jefferson. Excellent, clean, fresh Thai food, which I also have like once a week. Okay. We really appreciate our sponsors because we couldn't grow the way we are with our programs without them. And let's see. So my experience with chakras is through yoga and meditation. I find that I have definitely a lot more balance in my life these days that I practice Hot Bikram yoga. But I still feel because of different relationships and situations in my life, I have different chakras that are blocked because of things that go on outside. So I have to work extra hard sometimes to create that balance. What do you know about chakras? Cailyn, anything that you want to add generally? Or
I practiced yoga actually for my final semester of my undergraduate, and at the time I was also participating in a clinical class, which is really, really difficult, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, a lot of stress. And I honestly believe that without the practice of that, yoga 3 times a week, nothing strenuous, just complete relaxing, I got better grades. I felt so much better. I, mentally was so much clearer. And I honestly, trying to find a yoga studio that fits, the way that class was run is so difficult because it helped me get in shape, but it was the relaxation and the finding of those chakras and, really keeping them all in tune changed my life.
So let me ask you, what type of yoga was the practice? Was it a vinyasa yoga, kundalini?
Yes, it was vinyasa yoga, and it focused on the pranayama. Like that was the instructors, was really all about. It was considered, the title was for relaxation and meditation yoga. But it also, did keep me in really great shape. But those days of just even simple meditation just really helped me get through all of my studies and, was able to make me, perform at my very best. And I miss it every day, so I need to go back.
So great. Maybe this is meant to be for that reminder. I feel the same exact way. Without my Hot Bikram yoga, I would not be able to have the energy I have. I feel definitely more focused, and I just feel that my body is definitely, I feel in shape. I always need to amp up my cardio. But with the hot yoga, I feel like I'm definitely balancing my chakras. And I also do the vinyasa only about once a week right now. But the vinyasa yoga is movement, and it's synchronized into the breath. And the breath acts like an anchor to the movement as we flow from one pose to the next. So it's like in time, like you said, with the pranayama, the breathing. And I find that for me, I love the Hot Bikram because I need to know what I'm expecting. And there's 26 poses in Hot Bikram, and they're always the same, and they're always verbalized the same way. So it's just, for me, I like to have that consistency. And there's just so many benefits besides opening chakras with, like, the hot Bikram. It helps our respiratory. It helps muscles, tendons, ligaments. It can cure arthritis and rheumatism, even rheumatism of the legs. It's endless, the list that I see here, and I'm relating to it. But most important is the spine. And when the spine is healthy, like, we're healthy. I really believe that. And there's one pose in particular called the rabbit that I really feel like I stretch, my spine so much. And I think when we mix up the yoga, it's great because we can get all different types of healing. But I've said this on one of the earlier podcasts. Did you ever try Kundalini, Cailyn?
No, what is that?
Okay, so Kundalini yoga, it's also called Laya yoga. It's the yoga of awareness. And it's like a school of yoga that's influenced by, it's called Shaktism, which means the Divine Mother, and Tantra, which is like an Indian tradition of beliefs and spiritual practices that seek to release the negative energy and focus on the positive energy. And it comes through regular practice of meditation. And like you said in the vinyasa, it also has a strong practice of pranayama. So prana means the breath or the life force, and then yama means to extend or draw out. And then there's chanting involved, and also asana, which means the place or the posture of the practice. So honestly, in my life, the closest I have ever gotten to heaven was in South Florida on a Sunday morning in a Kundalini yoga class. I was with my favorite aunt and a best friend. And you just focus on, like, breathing in and out of the right and the left nostril with the pranayama. And then there's chanting. There was a gong in the room. But it just released, I suppose, anything that was negative, because I felt the lightest, the happiest, just worryless. It was amazing. Like, I felt like I was floating on clouds. And there was an open window with, like, the outside showing of just, like, some trees, and it was just amazing. And Kundalini is a healing yoga, which really can, help clear the chakras, I think, more than any other yoga. I know that Hatha yoga means the will or forceful. Hatha yoga refers to, like, a set of physical exercises known as asanas, or the postures, and it's designed to align your skin, your muscles, and your bones. So that's another popular form of yoga. I've taken that also in South Florida because I have some friends that teach yoga there. I practice yoga at Hot Bikram in East Setauket, and it's one of the authentic Bikram yoga studios. Only when
I actually tried there too for Bikram. I had gone to, like, one class a couple of years ago. My friend wanted me to go and try hot yoga, and I had always said, how hot can it really be? And I sweat naturally at the gym, so I was killing it. But I guess I wasn't hydrating enough. And by the second class, I was like, okay, I need to sit down. But it was really rejuvenating.
It's fun, yeah. And when you say the second class, it took me 3 classes to get through. The temperature is usually between 105 and 115 degrees, and it reflects like the temperature in India, which is hot and humid. And it really, helps our flexibility. There's a lot of postures that are not recommended to do outside of the room, and trust me, it's true, because I don't listen all the time, and I've tried some of them, and you really need to warm up just in the foundational process of the 26 poses. But it took me 3 classes, so when you say, like, 2, I mean, if you gave it, like, some longevity, you get past that heat. And I know Eric has been in class with me once, too. It takes, the first class that I ever went to, I had to go out in the middle of the class. And then the second class, I needed to go at the same exact time, but I realized they do this savasana, which is just a quiet 2-minute meditation right in the middle, and that's exactly when I needed to go out of the room. So I realized, because I anticipated it the third time, when I knew that was coming, I didn't feel so anxious that I had to leave the room. So I knew that I could just, relax for 2 minutes, and that's all I needed to get through the rest of the class. So, with consistency and longevity, it's like my second year going on this. But I have to say it's been key in helping me, for the first time, keep that 7 to 10 pounds down, where I don't have to always say that I need to lose between 5 and 10 pounds, because it's always been that way my entire life. And healthy eating as well. And I just love the wealth of knowledge that I get from the Issaquah location. There's a website, a bevy of news. Even if you click on the website today and you click on news, you would get more knowledge on the chakras. There's a newsletter that has an article on the chakras and how to clear the chakras. And I don't know. As far as keeping it simple, the crown chakra just basically means I understand. The third eye I see. The throat I speak. The heart I love. The solar plexus I do. The sacral I feel. And the root chakra I am. And I know that I went to this, I'm speaking so much, but I went to this honorary healing I think it's 7 weeks ago now that I had spoke of, where I was told that my root chakra, the honorary healing, these Reiki masters clear away the negativity. And they put my hands together over my heart, and they were clearing my root chakra. And that's where they said it had some buildup and I needed to work on self-love. So I have been trying to focus on that. And Doreen suggested to me there is a woman, Lisa Beachy, and if you go on to lisabeachy.com, you can actually play a series of videos to clear different chakras. So it's like a morning meditation that helps you clear the chakras. And I did the root chakra clearing, and it really helped me for the day. I have to say that I think I need to be more diligent and do it more consistently. Our schedules get so busy, but we need to always, take time for us. So what are some other things that you do to take time for you that can help just balance your life? Cailyn.
I think right now I'm working in a daycare, and as funny as it sounds, as an adult, I think everyone deserves a 15-minute power nap, where you can just kind of, not even to nap, just to 15 minutes of quiet to yourself, whether it's, in the car, in the break room, or, wherever you are in your room, just 15 minutes of just not even thinking, just trying to clear your brain and just focus on breathing. And I wind up taking a nap, but it really just helps you continue through your day, and you believe in that moment that you can do this. You've gotten this far in the day, you can do this. So it just really helps to clear my mind and keep me going, especially with little ones running around.
I hear you. I taught third grade today. I sub twice a week too. And, it is all balance. And I know that if you hold your right nostril, when you have a little quiet time, if you breathe through that left nostril, it really can calm you. And so a couple of those in the mix too can add that calm. And then if you need a little boost of energy, the reverse. If you hold your left nostril and just breathe through your right, that's an exercise to give you just a little bit more energy, whether you're in your car or anywhere. You can do these breathing exercises. And, meditation is so healthy. I'm one of those people that do find it very hard to sit quiet and sit to myself. So I choose to do guided meditations. But, so many ideas can come to us. And when I do my quiet meditation, I do it on the yoga mat in the hot Bikram if I get there a little early, I'll do it before the practice. And it's always suggested after the yoga practice just to lay there on the mat and meditate. And that's when my ideas come to me about, just creative things and creative projects that, I like to do. And what about...
I love when I meditated. That was like my favorite part, not just because it was like the calm moment, or, some people in the class at the time were like, oh, nap time? No, it was those few minutes to myself where, I don't have anything due at that moment. I don't have, any phones or anything on me. I don't have any text messages coming in. I have this moment to myself, and all I have to do is breathe. And it used to calm me so much, and I had a really difficult class right after, but I would walk into that class feeling like I can conquer the world. Like I became so clear and so energized and so ready for that next task that I wound up getting an A in the course, and it was amazing. It felt so good.
And, just when we get quiet inside of ourselves, we get in touch with, our real self, the core of our ideas and the core of our, just who we are. So, I recommend that for everybody. It doesn't have to be in a course. It doesn't have to be in the yoga room. It could be anywhere. And there was a period of time that I was meditating in my son's closet because I just felt good energy in there. And, speaking of energy, like the chakras really are just like energy throughout the body. And, did you ever feel around certain people good vibes or maybe not so good vibes?
Oh, I'm a big proponent of the vibes that I get off of others. I joke around that, it runs in our family that we have this crazy ability to pick up, when we're around someone, what the vibe is. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it, unknown yet? And I get the gut reaction, and I don't listen to it enough, and I really regret not listening to it more. But those are signs that your body and your mind are trying to tell you something that you don't, may not realize.
And we all have that intuition, if we do just quiet ourselves. And just even around people, I do like to surround myself with people that I can grow from or inspire or where I just get good feelings, and I know that I have the power of choice to be where I get good feelings. So when I don't get those kind of vibes, whether it's in a friendship that maybe is outgrown or, I always communicate, the way that I feel. But I think it's important that we, give good energy and we take good energy. And it's not always that way. So when we aren't feeling, 100%, just, seeking ways. And this is, in my 40s, I just decided that, I needed to get to a higher good. I really started researching everything that could help me just be the best version of myself. And so through that, I've learned so much about yoga, about meditation, about nutrition. And, I love and I gravitate towards people that, are passionate about positivity and all of these things that I mentioned because I just want to learn more and more. And, I realized from having to do the podcast tonight there's so much more I could learn about the chakras. Doreen actually gave me a book for Christmas called the Chakra Bible. And it's amazing. In here you can learn any and everything about the chakras and how to clear each and every one individually. And then there's also a whole bevy of knowledge with crystals and knowledge with the aroma and essential oils. So
my mom and my grandmother just got the essential oils, and we are all obsessed with them now. They're like all our family can talk about.
I love peppermint this week. I switch all the time. But it's funny because after a vinyasa, a vinyasa yoga class a few weeks ago, my teacher actually rubbed some peppermint on my temples, and I just loved it. So I went and I bought the peppermint. But which one resonates with you? Which one makes you happy or energetic?
I don't know. I'm torn between. I love the peppermint. If I need like a little pep, a little something, especially at the end of the night when I'm like, okay, I still have this and this to get done. What can I do? I don't want coffee. I don't want tea. I want something that, I can still fall asleep. A little bit of the peppermint oil, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then I really love, like, if you can find it, a vanilla or like an amber, those, darker scents are so like calming and, cozy almost. So I'm kind of obsessed with those.
Those relax you. Another relaxing is the, what am I thinking of? Purple. I have a block. Lavender, that's it. The lavender is very calming. I put it on my feet, and it really helps me go to sleep. And then
I spray it on my pillow. That's my trick. I spray it right on the underside of the pillow, and that is like heaven.
Well, if you really want to go to sleep and you're having trouble, try putting some on your feet, because my niece had suggested that, and I was like, oh my God, Teresa, I did that, and it so worked. And also orange blossom makes me happy. And there's this diffuser that I actually have, and it exudes the orange blossom fragrance, and I also like the tangerine. They just make me smile for some reason. And I rub them also on my ears throughout the day sometimes. And then at Time to Play, we have our own fragrance called The Extraordinary, and that's from the bergamot herb, the same thing that you find in the Earl Grey tea. It's a beautiful fragrance. And
I love that fragrance. I absolutely adored it. The moment I smelled it, I was like, it's great. It makes you feel, I don't even know. I loved it the moment I tried it, and I couldn't get enough. I have a second bottle already.
And I'm on my fifth. And what it does is it calms me, and then at the same time, if you're feeling blue, it can just also, like the orange blossom, make you happy. It's got that kind of components in it, just the same as an Earl Grey tea. And I have to be honest with you, it took me a few times to really feel the full essence of it, because I think you need to have it on all day long. And then really, I don't know, I love it now. And it's also a reminder to be happy. And we can all be extraordinary. So that's definitely something that we are going to be promoting. We're going to be giving. We're going to be selling one bottle and giving it away to. I know we're going to be working with the LGBT group and building self-esteem. So we're excited about that. And I always like to mention some resources to learn more about the topic at hand. So, like I said, I definitely recommend the book, The Chakra Bible. It's by Patricia Mercier. And there's also a book called The Chakra Book, and it's Healing Power of the Subtle Body by Osho. And there's another book called The Chakras Introduction to 7 Major Energy Centers, and that's by Dorothea Orlean Grant. And then there's a Kundalini meditation guide, which is really cool. It's by Harjiwan Khalsa, and it's a guided chakra practices to activate the energy of awakening. And then if you're more of a visual learner, there's some videos that you can find on YouTube, How to Open Up Your 7 Chakras by Ralph Smart, and Chakras 101, How 7 Body Points Balance Your Life by Jonathan Hammond, who is a Reiki master. And then Doreen Swears by Lisa Beachy. She's a feel-good, great way to start your day. Yogi. She's a Reiki healer. And you can go on to Lisa Beachy, BeeChy.com. And again, on the Isatawkit Hot Bikram website, and click on news, there's a lot to learn about the chakras. And I don't know, is there anything else that you want to add, Cailyn, about the topic?
I'm really excited to go check out and learn a bit more about the chakras, because I'm really excited about it now, and just hearing more about it and remembering how amazing I felt while practicing yoga and you know, putting balance back into my life. I am really excited to get out there and maybe see you at Hot Yoga.
Well, I'm there at the 7:30 class, 3 to 5 times a week, so that's where you could find me. And then, you know, just an interesting point to end with, there was an article by Michelle Fondant, and, you know, she was she was actually comparing the clogging of our chakras to having, like, if you had too much hair in the bathtub, how it would back up, and the water would be stagnant, and eventually mold and bacteria would grow. And unfortunately, that's what happens to our bodies when our chakras are clogged. You know, we just really can become sick inside. So learning more about the chakras and practicing these amazing different types of yoga and meditation is just a great path to be on. Don't wait until you're in your 40s like I did. You know, if you can and you're young like you, Cailyn, go for it now and keep it as a practice forever. Because like in Doreen's book, if I knew then what I know now, I know that there's a lot of things we'd love to share with you young, beautiful girls. And it's so great to get it young. So shine on. Have a great week. And we'll be on next week at 8:30.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Cailyn. Take care, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.